Hello, hello, and welcome to my classroom. It is April and things are crazy because we are 4.5 weeks out from the last day of school. We have testing coming up. I got stuff to take down, but I wanted to take you around my classroom and show you some of the things that I am glad I did this year and some things I want to change. After being in this new classroom space for 1 year, I kind of got a feel for what worked and what didn't. So I was just gonna share that with you guys. Okay, first of all, what my student wrote is quite funny. We're going on a field trip tomorrow, so they're not making a lunch choice. It's already been made, but why she wrote that, they're gonna starve, I don't know. But this has worked really well. I purchased these on Amazon. I have a 25th student and I wrote on it, but it's come off, so I'll have to cricket the number on. That's a summer project I'm gonna add for more students, but these are the perfect size to fit in the space. And then I also made the lunch choices, which is so much easier than them writing it. It's worked very well for my non-English speaking students to be able to see their lunch choice, so that worked fantastic this year. Another thing that worked really well is my unfinished work. This is right here at my desk. I'm not scrolling down because I actually have students who have work that need to be finished and their names are listed here. But what I really like is the fact that I'm sitting here, so when I am doing like grades and things like that, it's right up here, so it's easy for me to glance to see who, if it's on the board, the students can see it from their seat. So when during our must do, may do time, they have unfinished work, they can easily look up here to see that they have work that needs to get finished. It helps with absences, people who just don't quite finish work, my IEP students who have accommodations for extra time and different things like that. Another thing that I have really enjoyed is having my document camera right here. So it's easy to make sure that it is focused on the computer and I have space for them to work. I can see them as I'm writing on it and they're doing it. It's just nice to have it all right here, so easy. So I really like this setup. So that's what I have as far as things that I really like. Some of the things I still use that I have put in previous videos that I will link below if you want to check out what worked really well. I actually just noticed something else that worked well that I will show you. So I really like how I have this set up this year with their extra supplies here. It used to be, I think, in the back of the classroom and it would get all sorts of messy. Please ignore all these books that we're having to scan. This up here worked really well. I have clipboards in one, whiteboards in another. Those are seasonal books. And then the crates up here. The one thing I don't like is this chair here. I don't know if it's because it's on that side. I think I just work well when I sit with the board on my right, but I moved it from here because the kids would just, when they would make their lunch choices, would just sit and bounce in it and it would become a mess. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that for next year. I haven't quite decided. I do think, so my student teacher sits here, and so I will not have a student teacher next year, so this desk will not be there. I do think I want to move this tower. It spins, and this is where they keep their books, their book boxes. I want to put that there, or the tables can go back a little more because these two specifically they tend to scoot towards each other. Kind of get close to each other, so I want to have more walking space. Also, this wall, you can see things are falling and I'm not fixing them because it's all about to come down for testing. I really want to, besides their student work, I would like to maybe get some of those tile pieces that you could put on the wall that you can staple into. This is drywall, but it's kind of hard to staple into. So I want to really rework that this year or for next school year. Another thing that I'm really thinking about reworking is our whole, like this whole area. This table I do not like in front of these shelves here. One, this is a very tiny space for me to get in and out of. It is a little pushback because I haven't been back there as much. Plus, I only access these bottom drawers here. The rest of the shelves is honestly just random stuff that I just need to find a new place for. I'm thinking, because I've had to downsize my library due to having to have all of our books listed for a new state law, that I think all of that will fit in those shelves so that I could possibly get rid of some of this furniture, and I'm considering, I don't know yet where I want my table to go. I don't know if I want my table to come back here. I haven't quite figured that out yet. That is one of those things I'm thinking on as I'm walking around during state testing monitoring. I will be thinking about what I think. I don't like the turn-in bin here either. I like easy access to the turn-in bin, but like these drawers are all empty because I have so much storage in my cabinets. That's where all my colored cardstock and paper go now, and I keep a lot of it back here where my printer is. So I might put my turn-in bins on the back counter. Another thing I would like to do is possibly get rid of this table so I could pull either this back and make my space less. I don't think I need this much space. Or I would take this computer or this desk and turn it where that table is, and then my small group table could come to this spot. The only thing I really need over here is that phone to be plugged into the wall. So I could always put that on top of my rainbow cart, because I would like to get some shelves to go up here to put some of this kind of tchotchke stuff. I mean, this is what something looks like at the end of the day in the end of April. But I also will probably be getting, a coworker is leaving, and so she is going to give me like a big cube storage system where like those could fit in it, so I could have more storage here. I'd have to move my bulletin board. I'm just kind of thinking through generally this whole area, because it's not working for me. Like I said, I want to move my books over and maybe move that table either there or here. Well, I need to kind of figure all of that out. I'm not sure. Another thing that was a no-go for me are their take-home folders, their Thursday folders this year. I got these on Amazon. They have a, I'm trying to cover a name, but they have like a clear front, which I liked. But what I don't like is I normally use the Nikki's folder, is they were clear so I could easily see a parent signature without having to pull the paper out. So I'm gonna go back to that next year. These are nice, and I think they would make good like homework folders or whatever goes in their personal book bag, because they're pretty sturdy, but not for Thursday folders. I'm also thinking about getting like a collapsible thing to take up less room for sorting Thursday folders, paperwork. Haven't quite figured that one out yet either. And then of course the final thing would be I need to kind of go through and reorganize some of this. I want to make sure I have everything labeled and things like that. I didn't spend time working on that last year just because I was moving into this classroom for the first time, so I want to make sure all that's done. So that's just what I have like in my head off the top, then thinking like this is how what I need to do for next year, what I want to change, what I want to keep. So those are just some ideas. If you have any thoughts of what I've shared below of like, hey, you should try this, I would love to know, because I always like getting ideas from others. But it's something I do every year where I just look around my classroom. What do I need to change? What do I want to make better? How can I make this system work better, or this work flow better for us? So it just is something that I just enjoy doing, because this is our classroom. I spend the majority of my time here. The students do. I want to make it comfortable and work for us. If you're curious about my wins and fails from last school year, there are several wins that I was like, I talked about it last year, so I'm not going to talk about it again this year. Maybe you'll get some ideas. That's what I love most about YouTube, is sharing all the ideas. But check out the video that's on your screen now.